Pew 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 pew. Gotcha.
Greetings, Earthlings. It's Shane with Oddball Cards, and your time. It is Sunday, April 23, 2023. Some nice symmetry there. Just went through and I'm finding some boxes with still have packs in it. It'll be a Topps mashup. This episode is brought to you by Angry Old Man with his authentic 1940s neckties and fedoras. It's also brought to you by Vintage Card Steve. Please check out his new book, Power of Truth. Truth is a wave in the hobby. All right, here's a Ty France. John Means. Here's a Brett Phillips landscape. Altuve hits historic 22nd post-season home run. Here's a Manuel Rodriguez. There's our patron saint of the channel. Oh, he can't cover up anything, but he must cover up something. All right, the sparkly Lubob. All right, our high number SP. What's more of a high number in the set? Oh, it's a nice looking card. Just making sure that's not like an action. Well, he's not an action, but I don't think I've seen that card before. All right, Darcy, you're going to have to share with Cody, who's a Cub now. Here's another insert. And a Matt Manning. Shout out to Tigers 257752. Mr. Oddball has a hard time with numbers. And Lisa Z. And any other Tigers fans, or Matt Manning fans for that matter. All right, if you're new to the channel, please take a minute, hit that back button. Go find something to do. Caused a bit of a kerfuffle when I suggested that someone go do Sudoku. They wanted their money back. They wanted to do no math on a weekend. So I guess I could say go mow your lawn. Go do some Sudoku. There's some great channels out there. Go check them out. All right, you've been warned. Here's a Josh Bell. I thought he was a good pickup. I think he's a Guardian. Here's a Kyle Lewis. A Laz Nutba. I'll just put him in the rookie pile. I think people are pretty high on him. Kyle Seager, James McCann. This guy has a cool name, Shane Bieber. Here's a Lou Bob. Bobby Dalbeck. They stuck him at shortstop. That stunk of desperation, and it was strange. And a Sammy Long, miscellaneous rookie. All right. So Sundays, we do a little bit of Q&A, have some coffee. It is I, Sean. So the first question is, are you happy to see the Giants 7-13? With the second question, is it karma for Clint with Swing Away Sports Cards for being such a boombox bully? All right. First of all, you should check him out. Well, you can check him out too. He's a fine-looking man, but I met his channel. He does some boombox wars, some with Lance, with something old, something new, and he whooped him pretty good. And the reason that this person is asking about that question is because talking about shortstop, I guess everyone wants to be a shortstop. Congratulations to Mookie. He is a parent again. He came back from paternity leave, played a little shortstop. That's kind of embarrassing as a Dodgers fan, but that's all right. This was one of my picks to click this year. He's kind of clicking. All right. So the Giants are down to their starting, probably what would have been their fourth and fifth outfielders, and then they still have one more outfield position. J.D. Davis is off to a good start. I thought that was a cool pickup. They have a young prospect, VR, who's supposed to have some power. All right, Taijuan Walker, Matt Manning. It's a Matt Manning fiesta. Eddie Rosario, Desclafani, Kyle Tucker. Here's another Luis Robert, Baby Yaz. Speaking of Giants, we had a little, I am a Barry Bonds fan. I don't know how I had my head so far in the sand. He is still the best hitter I've ever seen, but he's a cheater. So, Chris Flexen, Joe Musgrove should be returning. So, no, I'm not happy. It is a very long season. The Giants were snubbed by some big names. Ooh, speaking of big names, what a... I'll get an angry text if I Kevin Pillar. Stars of the MLB, Nolan Arenado. All right. Long season. Giants do business the right way. I'm hopeful. Shout out to them for signing Brandon Webb to a long extension and him wanting to stay there. He got the win yesterday. I got to see them. I am cheap and watch whatever's on ESPN Plus. Kim Miggy, Aaron Ashby, miscellaneous rookie. Ian Kennedy has been around a long time. Willie Castro, I have his rookie autograph if anyone's a super collector. Bregman, Vladdy, and speaking of Vladdy, now we dive into Clint's least favorite, Easter Bunny-ish irritating thing. We had a good question from Zach's Collections on kind of getting war. I described it to him as if you put a replacement player out there, how would they do? I was reading something today that war is a way to quantify the whole performance of a player, offense, defense, etc. And people are people, so it's hard to quantify them. For instance, right now, Vladdy has a WAR of 1.1. That means even in this season, he's been one full win better than someone else you were going to stick in the outfield if you didn't have, Vladdy doesn't play outfield, at Vladdy's position. Counts for his offense, defense. However, also at 1.1 is Max Muncy. And you're going, well, Max Muncy is just on a hot streak, and he's hitting under 220. To which I'd say, yes, you have eyeballs that, as Bill Simmons says, that does not pass the eye test. Vladdy and Rafi Devers has a 1.1. I would much rather have, there's Joey Votto, Justin Dunn, Michael Brantley, Danny Jansen. I would much rather have Vladdy or Rafi Devers than Max Muncy. Yes, but you have to fill a whole baseball team, and you have to pay each of the guys. So I look at it the other way. You're happy when, hey, I like Future Stars cards. And look at this pretty Chipper Jones. I don't know if I've seen that. Welcome to the show. Shout out to our good friend Adam's Card Closet, the hobbyist, Dwight with Clark Sports Cards, and all the Chipper Jones fans. Speaking of Braves, there's Ronald Acuna, stars of the MLB. So yes, if you have a brain, you'd take Rafi Devers and Vlad over Max Muncy. Coffee. However, our WAR leaders are Garrett Cole, who was Player of the Week last week, along with Zach Gallen was Player of the Week last week. They had some good starts. Sorry, what I'm doing over here is wrestling with the last of these super box packs. They glued each one together. I guess that's a Target thing. All right. Our next question on the Sunday Q&A is from Rob Hirsch. He says, there's a lot going on the channel. I like the channel. Thank you for taking the time to comment, Rob. This channel is a little bit different, and I'll tell you why. Here's a Hunter Brown miscellaneous rookie, a Cal Mitchell miscellaneous rookie, Tariq Skubal, Michael Givens, Gavin Sheets, Manuel Margot. Ooh, we got a home run challenge of Austin Riley. See, my good friend Chatty P will get first pick at that, and then it'll go off to a Braves fan. Ooh, I like Riley Green. Oop, knocking on some wood. Don't want to jinx him. So, Rob, I have some responsibilities. I have a time machine. I'm a guardian of the space-time continuum. I don't want an angry text about Kevin Pillar. No, it's not a team card, is it? Tough as Nails. Mark Canna. Kyle Hendricks. Ozzie Albies. And Jesse Winker. I also am a baseball fan. I'm a Sabermetrics fan. I have steam to blow off from the week. I am a Chipotle aficionado. I'm a honker of horns. So that's a lot to fit into a 10 to 11 to 12 minute video. So yes, there's a lot going on the channel. Thank you. And check out Rob's channel. Rob Hirsch, a Duran rookie. Ryan Mountcastle. He's on my fantasy team. Mike Yastrzemski. He's a Steel Walker rookie. I've not heard of him. I'll have to ask the Boombox Bully, the sheriff, about that. Hunter Green, Future Stars. I'm happy for that kid. Oh, Brandon Marsh, also with a surprisingly high WAR. His is higher than Vlad's. Again, I wouldn't want him over Vlad, but it's a snapshot of the recent season. All right. Rony Garcia, Nick Pavetta, Raffy Devers. Speaking of Raffy Devers, Joe Barlow. I don't know him. I had to look for the rookie symbol. Guardians and Cardinals. All right, our last question is from Sharon. She says, Oddball, are you taking the time to go out into the sunshine? Are you letting work get you twisted into knots? I'll answer Sharon with another question because it cheers me up. I got another question from David Pert, Sharon, and he said, birds are pooping all over my car. I guess in spring they're out and feeding. Here's a miscellaneous rookie of Brian Servan. Here's some guy named Shohei. Alec Bohm is my fantasy third baseman. Vinny Pasquantino rookie. I just got a sparkly one of him in this super box. Jonathan Daza. Eric Vidi. So David Pert wants to know if he can build a zip line and poop on the bird's house since they don't have a car. Garrett Cole. Speaking of player of the week, what good timing there. And our stars of the MLB is Alex Bregman. He was a star several years ago in the MVP voting. Marcus Wilson. No, David, that is bad form. The birds are part of our ecosystem. Sharon will help verify that for me. Yes, I need to stop letting work getting me twisted in knots. Love having friends like David Pert who ask if he can retaliate on the birds. As always, very few hedgehogs were harmed in the filming of this video. Toodles.